So start off in the bottom of a passive hang. The more momentum and the shorter the lever will make the exercise easier, so take that into consideration when you're doing this. Make sure the lats, your core, that includes the obliques and the lower back, as well as the mid back, are the main working areas in this movement. So you might not just feel it there, however, keeping tension in those pockets is essential. Always lower down in a slightly bigger shape than you pulled up in, besides if you're level 1 or you've moved on to the next stage and it's still a 1 rep max type movement. So level 1 starts by, you initiate the movement by pulling the scapula and shoulders down from the ears with straight arms. And this needs to be done as you crunch your lower abs into the stomach to bring the thighs into the chest and up towards the chin. Once you find your sticking point of the pull, so you can't pull up with tucked in legs anymore, you can't get those feet over and into that candle position, I want you to keep the thighs to the chest and drive the feet up and over the body like a slightly bent leg pike position. So this is going to change the levers to less lower body and kind of help you get over by bringing the heels away from the butt and pushing the leverage more towards your head to get you up and over. So make sure you're lowering down in that same like bent leg pike position until you can pull up without extending the legs back. Level 2, same rules apply with the shoulder and scapular positioning. So start the movement by driving the shoulders down to the floor and driving the thighs into the chest. This time I want you to keep the heels touching the butt, but when you reach your sticking point, just try to drive the shoulders further down and bring the knees even closer towards the face, really trying to get that nose to the knees. Think about compressing yourself into the smallest ball you can imagine. And the smaller the position you are, the easier it becomes. So base the amount of leverage on how strong you are in the skill. So same goes for momentum. I don't want you guys having an excessive swing to get back up, but a little is fine at the beginning stages if it's still a 1 rep max movement. As you become stronger and more aware of what's going on in the position, you'll become more strict and you'll start to extend the knees a bit further away from the chest. This takes time, however, don't be greedy. As you do this, the shoulders will want to sink, but you need to keep the spine straight. So to avoid losing a strong shape in the posterior chain, you'll need to focus on pinching the shoulder blades back as well as pushing them away from the ears. This will help the shoulders become like a stable shelf for the knees and hips to extend out from. So this brings us on to level 3. If you can front lever with the knees in front of the rings or bar, whatever you're using, then this is for you. Treat this movement like you're doing an aggressive arch pull, or just drive the hips to the bar or the rings as explosive as you can.